Hello.
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 How many more times will we say hello? Can we begin?
One more. Ready?
At the same time. All right. 3,
Ready?
2, 1. Hello. You messed it up.
That was okay. It was fine. Welcome back to episode 2 of the games we never play.
I'm Max. That's Teddy.
And I am Brett.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. There we go.
I can introduce myself.
Well,
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. Jeez. Okay.
Shit. Got a fun topics for this from this week.
Yeah,
And
man, we got a full docket.
It's just like non-stop news every single. It slowed down the last 2 days, but every other
Did it?
day.
Did it slow down?
Yeah, there was nothing today that was like in gaming news, at least, that was massive. Other than like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll save that for later. But I think we'll ease some of the listeners in a little bit on the
Yeah. Well,
lighter topics
well,
and move.
we're gonna start with the easier stuff and work our way into the more like oof stuff.
Oof. Yeah. Oof is a good word for it.
So I guess you guys, I know, like, Teddy doesn't have a Switch anymore, and Brett is considering getting rid of it. But Smash Brothers is just like non-stop getting up. They said the last DLCs were just it, but you know, he's having so much fun. So
Yeah. They added another character, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is the
They're
full
adding
stream.
the,
Hold on, we don't need the full.
They're adding the character from ARMS, right?
Yeah.
Or one of the characters.
One of them.
So
Yeah, that was one of the launch titles for the Switch.
yeah. So basically, yeah, they're putting a ARMS character in there. It's not like it's not going to be like one skin for like multiple characters. It's just one character is going to be in the game, and the rest of them are like the ultimate Smash. And it's still maintaining that like ARMS thing where you can control where the thing goes up and where it goes down. So
That's cool.
Yeah, it's trying something different.
I mean, I think they've always been pretty well at integrating a character from another game's features, like Little Mac with his charge ups and certain things like that.
Yeah.
So-
I forget who else. They have a limit break on someone else. Is it Cloud?
Yeah,
Yes.
Cloud has his limit break. Yeah, they all have like little feature. I think they do really well with that. So them adding another one is really cool.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, that's the thing about Smash Brothers. Compared to every other fighting game, each character does feel unique. Like, other than like the clones of characters, but like you can't do much difference from Simon and Victor. It's Simon.
Yeah,
and Victor.
Yeah, they're
No, I want to see what other characters they're putting in before I go out and buy the season pass, because I don't play Smash actively anymore, but I like the fact that they keep upping the roster.
Well, you said that they weren't going to do any more DLCs, and then they dropped this. Are they doing another season pass?
Well, they dropped it at the last, there's season pass 2 now, which a lot of game companies are doing now.
yeah.
Which is fine. If this is the ultimate literally why it's called Ultimate. This is the best version of Smash Brothers will ever have. And
So you think they're gonna just keep
character-wise.
updating this one?
I think that's a
Yeah.
bold statement.
Listen, I love
No,
me.
they'll keep doing that, but I think most of the Smash community would say Melee. No?
Well, yes, Melee is better in the fact of like mechanics, and there's a way. But the thing is, for a casual player, someone who isn't competitive like in any of those,
Yeah.
this is
For the majority of Nintendo's audience.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because really, there is only a small community of people.
Well, I don't think you think there's kids playing Smash for like having their Switch nowadays, playing Fortnite and fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got a point there. The thing is, they aren't really probably playing Smash.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like
for those people, for
and
us.
Smash still does well. I'm not saying Smash doesn't do well. Smash is amazing, and I love Smash. You know, but yeah, I'm just saying it might be a little different of an audience nowadays with what this kind of game is for kids.
Yeah, I guess.
And a large span. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I would hope. I would hope that kids are still playing Smash because it's a great game. I love it.
I mean, I would hope this would be the game that people are playing because this is the one
No,
that has
of
more
course.
competition.
It's great. For the little time I've played it, like on my own, I liked it.
Yeah.
Like it felt great. Like the amount of characters that are in the game alone, when you're like first playing it and to unlock characters, it's awesome. It's fun. It feels like really unique Smash experience.
Yeah.
And the graphics are awesome. Like everyone looks great. Character. So it all feels really good. Overall, it's a great Smash. I would say that.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I mean, the thing is, even when there aren't like actual characters, they somehow keep on doing it with like different like skins for the Mii's. Like whether it's Cuphead or in this case, recently was well, they had Tekken.
What was the big one that was like maybe like 5 months ago that everyone wanted as a character? Maybe it was last year.
Kratos,
No,
Master Chief.
no.
I mean,
It was
Well,
one
this
that
would
got
be the way
added
they add
up.
Master Chief, though. Let's be
I
honest.
think it was Cuphead. I think it was that.
Oh,
he
yeah.
wanted an actual character, but it got added as like a whatever side character.
he was an assist guy, right?
Yeah, well, no, it's a me. Cuphead is
Oh, that yeah, he was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a call in, like a me.
Yeah, yeah.
like how right as you see on the screen, Bolt Boy is also like the same type of. He's Gunner. That's the name of it.
It's almost like a cheaper version of getting the actual like.
I mean, it's
you know.
$1. It's $1
Yeah,
for
and
that.
that's what I mean. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Like an easy like put in.
Yeah, I'm cool with them doing it this way. We all want the real characters, but
Yeah, of course, but it's nice to have
what
those.
can you do with Volt Boy? Let's be honest here.
Yeah, exactly. It's for the aesthetic of it
Yeah.
yeah.
and the fun of it, but you know.
Yeah. All right. I guess we can talk about Melee and it having online netcode that's actually working.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that also happened this week.
That's really interesting. Why don't you explain that more for people that don't really get the scene of that, Max?
All
I think
right.
you explained it pretty well.
So basically, back in the day, netcode for Super Smash Bros. Melee Online, like through emulator, was not like it was on the level of how the 3DS Super Smash Bros. Was, where basically it's like nothing is synced. Like the fights like sometimes freeze, nothing is synced. But they perfected it at last, basically. Now you can actually play online, and there's no lag, there's nothing, it just plays. And it has like ranking, and it like keeps track of all your stats, and there's nothing like that.
I think
What's the name of the service or whatever?
I mean, it's on the Dolphin emulator. That's what it is basically. It's just a better version.
It's on PC.
Yeah, obviously.
I think it's more exciting for not the try hard.
The hyper competitive community.
Yeah, old school Melee community that that
think
really
about it.
wants it. And it's a ranking system. It's like a new age competitive system for their game that they love. So it's
Yeah.
like really it's cool for them for sure.
Well, think about it. Like, we're in the age of coronavirus, so you can't go out and do competitions right now.
Yeah.
So this
All
will be the
hands.
way.
Everything's canceled right now. So yeah, 100%.
Like, it could have not come out at a better time, and obviously that's probably the reason why someone I didn't look too much into it, but why someone like made it work better. Like, figured
Well,
out
I would bet someone now had the free time to finish it, you know, given the current situation.
Yeah.
That is-
Yeah, but I it's cool.
Yeah,
I,
That's awesome. Why not?
And listen, I think Melee's still, at least for me, it's the second best Smash Brothers game. I just like Ultimate better because it has King K. Rool. That's my favorite goddamn character. I'm biased, damn it.
Yeah,
I think that's the one I've played the most out of all of them.
Oh, he's
Like,
the best
considering the
villain.
times I went over to your houses and played it, like,
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Who wants to take over for the next thing? Because I'm not happy about the next thing.
I'll lead into it.
Oh.
So during the new Pokemon game reveal, a lot of people were looking for a remaster of which games was it? Silver?
Gen 4. No, it's not.
Gen 4.
Well, I guess a Let's Go Silver or.
Yes, they were
remake
looking
of
for
Diamond.
a new adaptation into the Let's Go series.
Yeah.
What they got was not that.
They Diablo 3.
Yeah, they got
Diablo Mobile.
yeah, they got Diablo mobile.
No, they
What
didn't.
they did
No, it's
reveal
worse
was
than-
Pokemon Unite. It was a 5v5 mobile MOBA game. It's also cross-play with Switch. But yeah, people were not happy.
So, funny story, before we talk about the game, Nintendo re-uploaded the video a second time because the first video got so much dislikes.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I didn't hear.
They claimed they uploaded the UK and international versions, I think, because one had the Peggy logo at the bottom.
Peggy.
Yes.
I mean,
the UK
Yeah.
rating
it just,
system.
God, this was not.
It's not what people hoped for.
It was not it. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
That was actually the first time I watched that whole trailer.
And the company that's making is Tencent, and I forgot what have they made.
lots of things. They have their hands in a lot of pies.
Their hand is just testing the pie by putting their whole hand in there.
Well, I want to know, like, because I heard people saying that they aren't the best developers. Like, they're a bit, like, sleazy.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I don't know what games they make, though. I heard that, but I don't know what games. Dungeon Fighters Online? I never heard of that.
They're also a company that finances a lot of games for other companies, like through other developers.
Oh, look at
They're
that.
primarily
yeah, I see
a
that.
publisher, not a developer.
Oh, they're like the ones who made the mobile PUBG.
Yes,
I believe.
exactly.
Oh, okay. And helped with Fortnite. Okay, so they're like free-to-play developers. That's what they are. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Whoa, shit. Yeah, they own a lot of things. They own full ownership of the Riot Games, the American developers of
Mobile.
Mobile Legends. Yeah.
They own the mobile side of it, I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense why people are not on top of this.
They did,
Yeah,
they
they're
did Call of Duty Mobile as well. Yeah, they're in there.
Yeah, so they're gonna try to make some scummy stuff with Pokemon that's gonna make you spend all your money to get more stuff. But all right,
Evolution.
let's
I
let's
can
talk
see
about the
them
gameplay.
They didn't show a lot of gameplay in the little trailer.
Gameplay.
No, they
Oh, did they? Was there a separate thing they released? Oh, okay. I didn't see this.
well, this was
I
part of
just
the.
saw the little.
Yeah, no, there was a whole like 11 minutes, 12 minutes like conference going over it. It was a stream
Oh,
in the morning that I watched it, but it was just like turn off. I don't want to. I don't.
this
care.
looks like Heroes of the Storm.
I mean, it looks like what a Pokemon mobile like,
It's a
to be
MOBA.
honest.
So like
Yeah.
this, right there, this is the one thing that I like about this MOBA is the fact that as you keep like going, your character keeps evolving, and
Okay.
I do appreciate that. That's
No, that's
part
really
of it.
I like that a lot too.
How did that character go from level 11 to... Oh, okay, never mind. I was looking at the blue number is apparently the character's like account rank.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just saw that one at like 44.
I'll try it. I just don't think this is what anyone asked for or wanted.
I think it would have been cooler if it was like a full, if they went like full on with PC game. I think it'd be more accepted. You know, like I feel like it would.
Sorry. Say it again.
I cut that. I'm sorry. I think it would be cool if it was like if it was more like pushed and made into a fledged PC game. And I think it would draw more attention. I don't think it would be even. I don't think it would be better received. But I think it would be like, you know, it's cool.
I think that would be the first ever Pokemon game released on a PC.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, people would just be calling it like a League ripoff or
A
whatever.
League clone, or a Dota clone.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be fun. Yeah, I don't know. If it doesn't have much microtransaction pay to win things,
That's the thing. It will.
Yeah.
Because of who the company is, it's gonna have a lot.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, but what form do you think the microtransactions will take? Like what would be a thing you would spend money on?
Oh, like
to
the game.
Yeah, like what would be something you would buy with real money in this game?
Well,
That's what I don't see. Like I don't really.
Yeah,
There's gotta
I've
be
been
something.
looking for it in this trailer, and I don't see a type of angle. You know.
What game developer would show the microtransaction in a trailer? They've never
Well,
done this.
They usually show some kind of cosmetic or something that you could usually determine is the thing that you could spend money on, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I personally, I have no clue, but it's gonna be something to progression. There's no question about that. I don't think
Hats,
it's gonna
Pokemon hats.
Hats, yeah.
Team
That's
Fortress all over.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like maybe it's not because
Maybe-
progression is all about a MOBA's gameplay.
Maybe it-
you know, like you go into.
Did they
a
say
game,
it was free to play?
Yes, it's free to
Oh,
play
okay,
on
so-
both the Switch and the phone.
There's got to be something. Like,
So
there has-
yeah, they're going to monetize it in some form.
yeah.
I mean,
Whether that maybe it's games played per
so
day.
a game that just
Oh yeah, I've been seeing people
Gameplay.
do that. Like
Game
you get
time.
like tokens.
Yep.
that's what they are doing in the new Cafe Pokemon game that they just released on phones.
So there, maybe there it is.
Yeah,
So,
that
Game
might be it.
Playtime gives you first 5 games free, get you hooked, get you liking it. Boom.
Oh yeah,
if you
and then
get
I'm
these
sure they'll
things,
have
get more daily quest things. You'll get more play coins.
oh, and then they'll have like referral codes, you know, so you share it with your friends and get an extra 5
Yep.
tokens and
I don't-
creator codes.
I'm not gonna.
That guy has a lot of Pichus. Did you guys see
I did. That guy has a lot of Pichu. Look at that.
He is dedicated.
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, I don't think this is gonna break or make anything.
No.
I'll
It's
try
what
it.
is.
I'm not gonna probably play it for long though. I know that much. There's just
Yeah.
It's a MOBA. I think MOBAs they aren't
Whoa.
my thing. Also, do you see the Charizard move
Yeah,
backwards weird?
I did see that. I was just that's why I said Wodu. He was just like
Okay.
strafed.
I was just making sure.
Yeah, I saw that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, MOBAs are very niche.
Well, I mean, not as much anymore. They were, but I
No.
guess it depends on the MOBA in the end. I guess.
Yeah, League is still just like has millions of people playing it for some reason.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to something that's
Yeah, let's.
nice.
That's enough about that. Who
Teddy,
wants to
since
lead in on
this
the next one?
since out of all of us, you love this game.
Oh, Counter Strike. Yes, baby. My baby. My precious little baby.
Yes,
Um,
please.
Let's get that on the screen. So what's going on with Counter Strike?
Well, Counter Strike is in an interesting place right now, actually. But the big celebratory thing that's just been that just came is that it's reached 21 years old as a game in the industry, ranking from 1.6 all the way to CS:GO. I love this game. This game is your tactical shooter 5v5 game, as simple as it comes. I remember taking my laptop, my shitty Sony laptop, to Max's place actually, and playing CS Source for like 6 hours on CS together, just playing. I was running like maybe 15 frames a second on off, doing completely trash, but I've been playing it for a long time. I don't know. It's one of those games that it's just the gameplay never gets old. It's like it's
a
one of those
defining
things.
game.
It's
Yeah.
been around for so long that it's
Very
just
long.
like it's a staple, you know?
Yeah, it's a staple. It's crazy people are playing the game for that long. 21 years. It's a really, really long time. The bigger thing that people are saying now is that the Riot Games is Valorant, which is kind of trying to go for its title.
I
I
don't think
mean,
so.
I don't think it's going to take it from the top of the top throne because of just how cemented CS is. It's just that game, like
Yeah.
Riot try. They're making a Valorant effort, but but I don't think they'll take their throne in any way. I think they'll lose some players for a while, but CS is still a staple in the competitive shooting game area, and I don't think it's going anywhere.
I mean, I think the thing is that Valorant is doing it just feels like I'm starting not to like it as much, especially with its microtransactions. For the one thing that it just feels like it's copying things. It's not doing anything new, which is not bad. Don't get me wrong, but why would I play that over Counter-Strike, which is just a way better game with better weapons, better movement gameplay?
I disagree, and not that that Valorant's like this new game that I'm playing a lot, but it's that I think it is different in a lot of ways. Not from like different and new. It's not exactly a new game, but like I think it's just really different in the fact of how many abilities it is compared to Counter Strike. Counter Strike is very get set up in your position, and like I think what Valorant lacks is a lot of the basic things that just like fuck up the map play in Valorant, and like
it seems like the abilities almost don't fit sometimes.
There's a lot going on. Like in Overwatch, and this was the thing I was worried about when Valorant was coming out and they started to release more information and gameplay of it, is that like Overwatch is just like you go from back and forth and you get into these engagements where it's just fucking flashing lights and hits and lights and big ult, and then you're just clashing. You're just completely crashing, and then sometimes
like you're just shooting at anything that moves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And this is just slowed down more, so then you get into those weird engagements where you're just meeting and looking at each other, and then nothing's happening. You're getting put in a stalemate for way too long, and I think that's where it falters in its like real in-game problems. But yeah, what you're saying, I think it's hard to even categorize Valorant in this Counter-Strike area for sure.
It's Counter-Strike like in that like it has just I would call it stiff gunplay, but like stiff but tight,
Yeah, exactly. It's the recoil based stuff.
It's a Counter-Strike gameplay. That it is.
Yeah,
it's the same type of movement.
Yeah,
it does feel different.
Some abilities you could choose to use or not use.
Yeah,
exactly.
Until that one character puts a rocket launcher down your lane.
Exactly, and that's where it annoys me.
Yeah.
But yeah, Counter-Strike being around for so long is awesome, and I'll still be playing it for forever. And also a new thing that they're trying to combat with Valorant actually is they're talking about their Source 2 development tool going forward with Valve. So that would be really cool to see CS go into a Source 2 engine.
Oh yeah, they've been talking about that for years.
Yeah, and that's what they're trying to that's what the rumor is, that they're going to try to implement Counter-Strike to combat Valorant, and then who knows what they're going to make forward with that. So that would be really cool to see what Valve does.
Not Half-Life 3, I could tell you that.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Half-Life 3 is gonna now. There's no way it's not gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. It's not a matter of if. It's just the when at this point. Because Alex, I mean, Half-Life Alyx did amazing.
Did
for
you
a
play that
VR game. I have not. It's on my list.
I want to. I mean, I haven't played it either because I don't have a VR thing and anything. I watched a play of it and the ending.
I mean, it's the game is incredible, and it shows Valve knows what they're doing when they actually want to make a game, not a card game.
Yeah, for sure.
Never
Yeah,
do that.
it definitely did show that they can still put out a quality product.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Half-Life, they have to. They have to. If they
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if it was anything less than what it was, it definitely would have been, I think, at least marked as a failure.
Yeah.
Not financially have been a failure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, happy birthday, Counter-Strike. Don't get too drunk.
Yeah, raise a glass to your
Belated.
friend Counter-Strike.
Back soon, baby. I'll be back soon.
All right. I don't know a lot about this game, so, and I don't know if I should put up a clip or not. I'm trying to find something that looks less spoilery.
Something that won't spoil it. We're moving into a Last of Us 2 topic that will hopefully be a bit more upbeat than the rest of them.
I mean,
because game's catching a lot of flack.
Which makes sense. I get it, but I don't care. I don't think it deserves all the hate.
I don't think so either.
I'll do this. No, I can't do that. No.
I think people were a little justified in their disapproval, but yeah. It seems a little extreme, the level of disapproval.
I mean, I don't think what I've heard about the ending is terrible.
I don't think the ending is bad, and I don't think that's what people are freaking out about, even. I like the ending. I watched the ending. I
heard the writing.
How much?
Though.
Okay, so you have both. Max, you said you saw the ending too.
I've heard.
Or you know about it.
I know a little bit about it.
Get too much into it. But,
all right.
How much? So Teddy, how much do you know before the ending?
Well, I know. I don't know what to say. I've watched about
time wise. How much do you know before the ending? You know.
I need to find a spoiler.
At least 2 hours before the ending, and I watched at least in the middle of the game in pieces.
Okay.
Need to find a good spoiler alert thing. Hold on.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to not talk about spoilers with this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put something up on the screen so anyone who rewatches this in the future will be like, "Oh, I don't want to hear the spoilers."
We'll hold off for another few seconds until you find that, but yeah.
Let's see if this works. It does. Okay, spoiler alert is on the screen. It's like a little. Go look at the screen.
It hasn't come up yet.
Yeah, it's still just The Last of Us 2 footage.
It should come up shortly.
Well,
it's nice.
on the lighter side, before we get into the spoilers real quick, the thing we wanted to talk about was was he a streamer or YouTuber?
Who?
The person in this
it looks like
he's just a content creator. We'll just use that.
Yeah.
Making videos for The Last of Us 2, who is apparently mostly blind, very hard of sight. Discovered the accessibility options for The Last of Us 2 and was greatly moved by
the
level. Yeah, the game features more than 60 accessibility settings.
That's
insane.
For
various disabilities, hard of hearing, motor control issues, low vision.
That's really cool. I didn't know it was that many. That's actually that's impressive.
Yeah, that is very impressive on their part.
Yeah.
And the game also has a jokingly called game journalist mode, which it essentially just turns off the game's AI in most encounters.
So they can like show off the game better.
So a game journalist can beat the game, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's odd. I mean,
because game journalists can't play games.
then they
Duh.
shouldn't be reviewing games. Don't look
But
at
they're a games journalist.
Oh my god, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. But okay.
It's just a weird thing.
All right, spoilers. Good talking to the spoilers in because I don't really know a lot. So
I don't know. I'm interested. I don't know. I'm on the end where like I just don't think it was that terrible in perspective. Like I think it was a good story for what it was on its own. Like on its own little boundaries, I think it was good. But like it falters in places where it doesn't make sense. Like the story just goes bonkers for a little bit. I want to know what you think, Brett, because you've definitely seen more than
I watched pretty much the full game, watching Moist Critical play through it. And then yeah. And then I watched a few other people playing like bits and pieces, to get some other reactions. But I gotta agree with what he said, that the story feels so out of order, and that affects it so greatly.
They faltered at
like
being confusing. Like it just got weird.
Like the game opens with Joel getting his head beat in, and then it goes to a few hours of flashbacks with Ellie and Joel interspersed between exploring Seattle.
I do like the flashbacks though at the end.
The flashbacks are the best part of the game.
Yeah,
they have the best writing in the entire game, but it's amazing. And I agree with what Charlie said in that all of the flashbacks should have happened in the first act of the game, because you get all of this backstory. Yeah, it's just periodically through the game a character would fall asleep or see a trigger for something, and it would cause a flashback, and then suddenly you'd be on this 90-minute adventure learning about a character you killed 4 hours ago.
It's like they mixed up the cutscene.
Yeah, it's like the editor just got the order wrong.
But I do think the flashback at the end of the game is the only one that should be that talk.
Yeah, that one definitely had its spot there.
What I don't know. For me, when I was watching a lot, it's going for a certain audience. Like I don't think everyone like it. It's slow game.
I mean, there are people who liked it. I saw a few people who greatly enjoyed it.
I do see a couple people too. It's just there was a large majority that just hates on it, and
I gotta say, as someone who played the first game, I don't really enjoy the story overall. It's like it's basic, it's watered down to me compared to the original story.
Yeah, I could see that.
I agree that something had to happen to Joel for what he did in the first game, but getting his head beat in with a golf club in the first hour and a half of the game doesn't feel like the right move.
I mean, but I guess we also got to base off the fact that it's apocalypse. Anything can happen during.
That's
that
what
time.
I didn't mind how he died. I thought
it's
that
like,
was.
Let's be honest. Not to go all the way back to like the first zombie show that did all that. Let's go back to Walking Dead, where they kept killing off characters we loved to prove a point that this is the apocalypse. You shouldn't be comfortable. No one is like gonna survive, whether it's a human conflict or a zombie conflict.
Exactly. That's where I saw it. I compared it to like Game of Thrones. Your favorite character will die. Like,
I understood that, but those characters' deaths usually carried some kind of impact. To me, Joel's death just felt like someone beat the shit out of him with a
because
golf
it's in a
club.
realistic, it's a real world.
what
That's
was-
why I feel
What was the
it's
reason?
nothing happened.
What was the reasoning?
At the end of the game, you as Joel go through a hospital populated
game.
by in the first game. Yeah, at the end of the first game, you're going through a hospital populated by this faction called the Fireflies, just gunning people down trying to get to Ellie. Like literally every person you see, just gunning them down.
Yeah.
So that should carry some repercussions. It does in the second game. I just don't think it was handled appropriately. Very justifiably, the person who hunts Joel down has a reason to do so. But I just think it could have been better. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess
I don't know. I saw a lot of people saying that the shock value wasn't there, but I felt
Exactly. Yeah.
I kind of felt like it was there. I feel like yes, you expected it, and like he was gonna have something coming, but like Ellie being on the ground, you know, like I get it's like kind of a generic thing. Like
That
you've
was
seen it in
another thing.
movies and a million times.
Joel wasn't a character in his own death to me. He was just there. Like he just was in the scene and was killed.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I guess it's like how, again, going back to Walking Dead, how the governor killed Glenn. Like,
Or
he was just there. Didn't really have no one had a choice.
No, the governor didn't kill Glenn. He killed the old man.
No, he killed Glenn.
No, you're thinking.
Oh, I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of
sorry,
what's his name? With the
Oh.
bat.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fucking-
The governor cut off the old man's head with Michonne's sword.
Okay,
Also, spoilers for The Walking Dead.
Oh,
by the
who
way.
cares? If you haven't watched The Walking Dead by now, like
Yeah.
no one's watching it
Yeah.
anymore. God, I forgot his name. Oh God, it's been so long. You
Creed?
not the governor, but
Cree is.
I know the bat's name is Luann or something.
I really can't.
Whatever.
Think of it either,
People
Okay,
who know The Walking Dead will be yelling at us in the comments, telling us we're stupid. That's just whatever. That's my point. Is that anyone could die. We're watching the scene right now, and he was shot.
This is
Yeah,
how
no,
it
that's
happened.
that's very.
This is, I wasn't looking at what you're streaming.
Yeah,
You're
no,
just
this-
watching this.
Yeah,
This is
put
what
it
I
on.
think
'cause
fine.
this is what
I
we're
think it's a
talking about.
fine scene. Like I think it
It
like,
shows anyone could die very
got
easily.
shot immediately with a shotgun. You got put into a, and obviously it's not of character of Joel to fucking walk into a room like this, but
No, it really isn't. He
but
would.
you see how
he'd
old and
be
ragtag he is. Like you know, like I don't know. It's just a different view on
I'll
it.
say that shot to the knee is savage, though.
It's
Like,
brutal, and it brings it in. And you don't think them fucking bashing his skull in is fucking metal? You know, like obviously it's fucked up.
It
but
makes sense.
It would have carried more impact if we had seen the flashback scenes of wow, I forgot her name. Abby, the person who's gonna beat Joel's skull in. You see a series of flashbacks that set up her getting to this point right now. You see like several.
That's where it falters. That the
Like you just like going into the game cold, you just see this person blow the leg off of one of your favorite characters. You know?
yeah, this is
And
like a
then-
brand new character to you, pretty much.
And then 16 or more hours later, depending on how long it takes you to get to that point, you then get backstory on why she beat your favorite character's head in with a golf club.
I don't.
I don't know.
It's just the way it was handled.
I just
what
don't
bothers
I don't
me.
like the fact that you keep on going back to the thing that it's a flashback. I don't like that there's flashbacks in the game because it should just be why does everything need to be a flashback? Because it sounds like that's the whole game.
It's the flashbacks set up motive essentially for the characters, and then also as Ellie kills the characters that are in this scene right now, you get flashbacks explaining why these characters are good.
Hmm.
Like I don't know if you could hear the quotes on that, but you know. Like it tries to make you care for the characters that you killed hours after the fact.
Got ya. Doesn't Ellie die also?
No, she
No.
gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the scene that everyone. It's one of the scenes.
Wow, that sign you put up, Max, was so perfectly framed for that swing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're good. Do you guys have?
Yeah, we
anything
can move
else?
on from this. I'm done.
All right.
I'm
off of
tired
everyone's
of this. I'm
mind.
tired of hearing about this. Like,
Let's
On
go
to some better news.
let's
Some
go
yeah,
on to
move on to
something
something
cool.
happier.
Let's go on to something super cool. Let's get rid of this spoiler alert because don't worry about it.
Oh, can we the Smite thing? Can we talk about that,
Yeah,
please?
that's
That's
what-
so cool.
We are.
Okay.
This is something I'm gonna go back to the game for.
I have a tangent to talk about this too. After.
Oh, that's fine. So
I saw the trailer.
the three Avatar characters are coming to Smite. For people who don't know what Smite is, it's a game. It's a MOBA, but the concept of the MOBA, it's all different types of gods fighting a battle, which I always thought was the coolest idea for a MOBA, to have all these ancient gods fighting. Hence why there's Avatar characters, because it actually makes sense. Other than Zuko. Zuko doesn't really fit here.
No, his grandfather was Roku.
Okay, fine.
So he's got half
God and
avatar-ness.
yes. Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so we're getting Korra, we're getting Aang, and we're getting Zuko in here. I also just watched, for the first time, I watched, like, Avatar and Korra, and I am in love with that series. Like, I want to watch it again. Both of them are really good.
Where did you watch Korra?
I had to take a trial on CBS, and Nick.
Oh, really?
Because, yeah.
I want to finish that.
Because they're not on Netflix for some reason. Korra's really good. I like it. I think people don't like it for stupid reasons, honestly. But that's just me.
What, Smite?
No, Korra.
Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
The sequel to Avatar.
I think
The
it's
show,
an incredible
not the
show.
movie.
I think the first season's a little like. It's hard to get used to the new timeline that it's like the 1930s and it's a very different thing to me. But regardless, I like Korra, and I think I'm glad that Korra's in the game on top of all that.
Wait a second. Do you have to unlock them in a battle pass, or can you just buy them? Oh my god, it's in a battle pass.
Oh no!
Is it?
Yeah.
You can't just
Wow.
buy it.
I just
there is some live
Aang is
disappointment right there.
Aang is level 60 on the battle pass.
Zuko's number
Oh.
one.
So guess what? If you really wanted to buy Aang only, you probably have to pay $100 to complete
Wait,
the
are they just skins?
They are. You didn't realize that?
No, I didn't.
They're skins for existing heroes, gods. They're not.
Okay.
They're not new additions.
I thought they were
skins
whole
of
new
existing
additions.
characters. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm
I'm still kind of want to play it. But,
I don't think Smite was that bad, to be honest. But it's whatever. I don't really want to buy a battle pass to get them.
yeah, you're gonna have to really
Yeah.
like.
I want to talk about this then, since the Smite thing turned into disappointment. This person is building. I know, laugh as you will. This person is building an Avatar game in the PS4 Dreams game builder.
Oh my god.
And I just think this is very impressive what he's been able to accomplish.
Yeah, no, this is cool. Dream is such an interesting game.
We'll skip to, like, you see he's got like basic things going here, so we'll skip to a little later in the video. Like, he starts building out the whole map of the world.
Southern Water Tribe and that's really cool. No,
I never realized the utility of this.
This is like incredibly difficult to do. No,
like the amount of time and like dedication it takes to do this is impressive.
How many days did it take him to do it?
This title says 200 plus hours of development condensed to 11 minutes, but that video was posted on February 11th of this year. This is the first video. He's posted other ones. It's progressed further.
Yeah.
Since then.
But this is like just to show how far.
Yeah, I just wanted to show the beginning.
This is very, very cool. I'm very like this is something I would get Dream for. I like already want to get Dream, but like it just keeps getting cooler with the stuff that players are making. Not like
this is a guy. This is a dude making this.
It's kind of insane. And like this engine can do so many different things. This is cooler than the Smite thing.
Yeah, Microsoft's thing. Cooler than the Smite thing you said?
Yes. What? Microsoft
it kind of is. It kind of is cooler.
Well, because shouldn't Avatar have a game like this? I don't know why.
This has the potential. At least it looks like the Avatar game you always wanted. Like
this makes sense to make, and I don't know why we would just get Smite character. Like, just make a game. I know there's been like a horror game, but I heard like mixed things about it. It's made by a good company, but I heard
it was like a quick and dirty.
It's average, apparently. It's just average. Hold on, I'll pull that up.
This is the Avatar game.
This is the actual one. Yeah, this is the Korra one, which it follows, I think, season 1 to 2. Oh no, 3 because Ira is there. Spoiler alert, Brett.
No, I watched lots of clips from it. I mean, I figured they would have had him show up, even if I hadn't seen that.
Yeah.
This looks decent.
I mean, listen.
I haven't seen much of this. Doesn't look terrible.
I mean,
it's Platinum Games that made it. That's why.
Okay.
That's why the combat looks great, but I heard it's just like it's
shallow.
Yeah, it's probably.
You can only play for so long until you start to get bored because it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, like you could see you get the wheel for your elements on top.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, Platinum Games should have been able to make something more than this, and it felt like they were just pushed to make this quickly. I mean, have you guys seen their Devastation, the Transformers Devastation game? Like that?
No.
All right, hold on.
Or I don't know. Maybe you showed us at some point, but.
I mean, sure. Oh no, this is just music. God, thanks a lot. The search in here sucks. Can I just say?
It does.
Oh,
FYI, for people who are wondering, we're using
later. Never mind.
We're using Watch together to play these clips because it makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Hold on. So this is. Let me just skip ahead to like. Oh my God! Just fight. Just show us some fighting.
Why is this video you put in 4 hours long?
It's the whole game.
You couldn't find it.
The game's 4 hours.
Oh.
But it's just like it feels like a prolonged episode of the show, like the old show, because it also has like all the voice actors. But regardless, like this feels more complete than that Korra game. I feel like Korra should have got this treatment and not like half-assed, you know?
I don't know. At least looking at them from the, he just turned into a truck and body slam.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. There's so many combos with what you can do in this game, and that's what Platinum Games is known for. You know, like that's their staple.
Yeah, they did Metal Gear Revengeance, I think, and that was awesome. That was an awesome game.
I think did they?
Hey, I think every studio is entitled to
a flop.
Not a flop, like
it was a flop. That's the thing.
A cheap like, not like throwaway every once in a while. You know, if they've had a solid track record.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like, why not just fart that one out.
Well, it's because
If you think it'll
Activision.
be fun, well, yes, also publishers.
Just I don't know. Like the scale of this battle alone, like proves like, oh my god, they can be doing so
Nope.
much.
Nope. Transformers Armada PS2 fighting.
This is pretty good. This is pretty close
What's
to
his
that.
name? Fighting Tidal Wave, bruh. Scale. Don't even talk to me.
Dude, that thing was the map.
That thing was huge. That thing was awesome.
I guess. Yeah. No, you're
That
not
thing
wrong.
also smoked Optimus in the show too.
Yeah.
I
Scale
mean-
was done great back in the day. I don't know where people went wrong. It was like Shadow of the Colossus was great.
Yeah, I miss games
Yeah.
like that where there were just like massive enemies that just,
Yeah, man.
like took up the entire screen space.
Yeah.
You really have
it's
to
just
think about what you're doing.
Scale is super important, right? And I love that. I love
still
feeling
need
like
to
I'm
play,
going up against.
Shadow
It's Shadow what?
of the Colossus. I've never like fully played it through. I have like the PS4 one though.
Oh, Shadow of Colossal. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got him. Great.
I love that
That's
some of
classic.
Optimus's moves include him turning back into a truck and just hitting them
Yeah, I know.
As
It's
a truck.
great.
after slapping them with molten hot axes.
All right, I think it's enough Transformers.
Yeah, we could
to our
yeah,
next
yeah.
topic.
Yeah,
we could
yeah.
move
We
on.
can get moving along a little bit.
Okay, my favorite game of recent day.
Oh yeah.
Like I adore this game, and a sequel to it is coming out. Rogue Legacy is I would say like a roguelite. If it's the name. Rogue Legacy 2 is coming out, and I couldn't be more excited. It's for people who don't know anything about, which I'm sure some people don't. Oh my god. For people who don't know anything about it, basically it's a roguelike. You have 4 different parts of a castle that you have to explore, and it's all built differently each time you die. And each time you die, you become another ancestor. So, like, you become another part of the family of a ever-growing family of people who die in this goddamn castle.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. The little bit of that I played is really fun. It's really hard. It's really challenging too. Like it really keeps you wanting to go back for more.
Yeah,
Addicting. Super fun. Like plays really well. Super fun mechanics as well. Man, it really is a great platform. Day and age.
it's one of the best, and this game looks beautiful.
Yeah, this game looks better. Look at
It looks like I like this style better than the pixel style that they always do with these.
I will say a co-op would be fun, like a Cuphead kind of duo mode would be kind of fun.
I would love that too.
That would be really nice. But this being it is great. This game by itself.
I
Is
mean,
fun.
I'm gonna early access. I'm gonna be doing it. I don't do early access pretty often, but this is one
And
of those.
it coming out on if they made this free to play on Epic Store, that'd be insane.
Then Epic Store would have the upper hand, but I don't think they're gonna do
No.
that.
No.
I'm gonna wait for the next before we go to the next thing, because. Oh wait, never mind. Okay.
What?
We were talking about Rogue Legacy.
I know.
I love this game.
I was aware of what you were talking about.
Okay. But we can move on to the next topic, which is probably more of everyone's interest compared to just mine. So,
I forgot to finish reading the. Oh yeah.
Crash is back.
Good boy. Good little bandicoot. I love Crash. Crash has been a
Oh, I'm ready to break a controller.
Oh man, I almost broke my PS4 controller playing the remake. Those games are
I'm gonna-
so fucking hard.
If I don't sell my Switch, I'm gonna snap it in half playing the Mega Man Zero games.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, so
Yeah.
the thing is, I kind of like what they're doing with this, where they're like, well, Cortex went back in time, and basically this is now the 4th game. Forget all the other times that he tried to destroy the world or whatever. This is the 4th game. It's like a soft reboot, but not like really.
And self-explained. It's a soft reboot kind of that's explained
Yeah.
Cortex, which is nice. And
Wait,
Cortex is
you
awesome.
can play as Cortex in this one. I just saw.
Yeah, Cortex is.
Yeah.
There's gonna. I don't know what the
That's-
story is,
hmm.
but obviously he
it's
did something
different.
wrong again.
It's like alternate universe things stuff. I don't know. It looks awesome. Crash is back, and I'm happy
Yeah,
about it.
I'm down for it. It looks great.
Yeah,
I mean-
Crash has always been super fun. Music, amazing. Oogada boogada boog.
Even
Fucking-
even like
Booga booga.
there's only 2 Crash games I can say that weren't
Frogger.
good.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Correct.
Which is
Oh.
one of the Game Boy ones where it was the crossover with Spyro, which was
Oh yeah,
garbage.
that was terrible. I remember that.
But they did have like a really good Game Boy Advance one.
Wow, was that? That was a pre-order bonus for ordering digitally over physical.
What?
Yeah, it was at the end of the trailer. Look, buy digitally and get the totally tubular skins.
That's stupid. Oh, come on, stop. It's Activision. Blame Activision.
Why is that so stupid? Relax. What's so bad?
It's just like
Why does it matter what your Crash looks like in
Yeah.
a single-player game?
And if you, it's on. That's like an online.
I was pointing it out because I thought it was interesting that it was for digital only, not like
Yeah,
a
exactly.
digital
Yeah,
pre-order.
Yeah, they'll have to change that. There'll be something.
I mean, it's
Are you gonna get the
fuck
physical
anyway?
edition, Max?
Yeah, like you get it either way.
It's also only releasing on PS4, so
Yeah.
Also, who wants to be dressed like that as Crash Bandicoot? Don't you just want the look, the normal look?
I'm sure someone will.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This skin doesn't even look.
I'm not saying I will, but someone will.
No, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, overall,
Why
this
not?
seems like fun. Like,
It's a great platforming
Good
kind
for
of
you,
game.
Toys for Bobs. You brought back Spyro, and now you did really good. Were they the ones who did the Crash remake? I think they were.
I think so.
or did was that Naughty Dog?
No.
Like, did they do
Crash
that?
Bandicoot.
I don't know. So
I'm not sure.
I'm
yet.
looking it up.
Look that up.
No, they weren't the ones, but they did the Spyro remake. So I mean, I guess we just got to see if they know what they're doing in the end.
Yep.
I guess we'll see.
Yep.
And that will also prove that Spyro needs a real sequel that isn't garbage, because all the Spyro sequels after 3 are all garbage.
I don't think they're gonna make a new Spyro sequel. I think they moved him to Skylanders. Like,
Skylanders is
I
dead.
think they really did permanently.
But
Oh, yeah,
No.
they did kill it. You're right.
Skylanders
No,
has been
that
dead
was
for
a buyout.
years.
That's a buyout of a character. Just
You're not
putting him in the game.
Again, they made
Yeah, but he was like the Skylander guy, wasn't he?
No, it just looked like him.
Yeah, no,
No,
that's the only
wasn't it?
recognizable. No, that was Spyro. It's just it was
Was
the
it?
only
Yeah,
recognizable
it
thing.
was Spyro. It was just
Oh.
it was like the equivalent of the Netflix adaptation of Spyro. You know,
Yeah, whatever.
Here you go.
Skylanders.
it's Spyro in name and nothing else.
Hold on. It's Spyro.
Yeah, that
doesn't-
monster.
That doesn't look like Spyro. I don't like that version.
No one likes it. No one likes it.
Screw Skylanders.
But what I'm saying is, now the fact is that if this Crash Bandicoot game does really well and it's well received, Spyro will be next, and I'm super excited for that because
Most likely.
I don't know if you guys ever played what is it, the Firefly one, or the Hero's Tale Spyro game.
No.
The one is very broken. The other one is like a reboot, like they with Elijah Woods as Spyro. If you didn't know,
Oh, I remember hearing that he was Spyro. That's the thing he was Spyro in?
yes, it was a reboot of Spyro for 3 games, and it was not good.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I only remember that.
I mean, it was received averagely, but it was not good. But before that, there were like Spyro games that were sequels to the original ones, and they were just the first one after that was like somehow Ripto's back and he's causing trouble, and the game is just beyond broken. you can like there's a part of the game that you can go through in the beginning that will get you to the last boss without you doing anything, and it was left in the game. Like it anyone could do it.
Yeah. That's nice.
What I'm saying is Spyro deserves a good game because Crash has had many good games, and I think that Spyro needs it now. But
yeah, for sure. I can
one
see
at
it
a
happening.
time. One
Yeah.
at a time.
Oh yeah, I would like to see a reemergence of these old titles. That'd be nice.
But
They
all
were
right,
fun to play.
I have a question. Now that you're bringing that up, do you think we're never gonna have like enough original stuff anymore? Because it seems like
you think we're gonna get to like a Hollywood situation where it's just like
I mean we're there already.
rehash after rehash?
Nah, we're definitely there already.
You think we're there already?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're there.
I mean, we're about to get it popped up in an ad on the Watch Together. We're about to get Cyberpunk. That's
Well, I mean,
Okay.
you're always gonna have new IP. There's always gonna be these new sprinkled ones in there, but the main game
but you
franchises
think-
that you knew
okay.
are always gonna be.
the same.
You
You
think
know?
we're at the point
Yeah.
where it'll just kind of be like a churning cycle
Yeah.
of the same few things over
Yeah,
and
no,
over
we
again,
haven't
spattered
touched
in with like new releases like Cyberpunk.
guys.
Yeah.
We haven't touched Gex the Gecko in a long time. It's time for him to have a new one. You
Oh,
could do
exactly.
a lot of pop cultural.
Yeah,
things.
where's my brute force reboot? Like, come on.
I need Max Payne 4. All right, Brett, talk about this. This is your favorite thing in the world. Explain to us what's going on.
I can talk. I can talk about this now.
Yes.
I will even unmute the sound for a minute so people can hear it. We'll watch
No,
it
wait.
on here.
I need to play this then.
No, Brett, this is the only
Okay,
thing.
no, fine. We'll do this. I was gonna.
Let's be quiet. Let's be quiet before I play it.
Yeah, okay. That's true. Restart this and everyone
Brett,
shut the fuck up.
no one was talking.
Shut the fuck up.
The hour approaches. Forces occupy the ring. Within hours, it will be under our control. Humanity will burn. Their brazen defiance will be all but a memory. No more prophets. No more lies. We stand together, brothers to the end. We are his will. We are his legacy. We are the banished.
So if everyone has finished changing their pants,
I'm wearing the same pants. Nothing really affected me, Brett.
that's unfortunate for you. What you just heard was the first piece of legitimate Halo Infinite news we have received
I'm sorry.
since the previous E3 trailer.
Yeah.
We've heard Chief
It-
speak. Pretty though.
I guess the villains
that's
announced
what I
it.
that's what I said. But previously to the last E3 trailer, which
Yep.
revealed Chief in his new armor and jumping out of the Pelican. This trailer, however, revealed their new enemy, the Banished. Well, not new. Their enemy, the Banished.
To
Which
most
was a
people, it's pretty
faction-
new.
Yes,
say.
to most people, it will be new. They were a faction introduced in Halo Wars 2 as the controlling faction of the Ark.
Mhm.
Other than this is all we know, but this has set the Halo community ablaze because it's the first thing we've received in a long time that's like legitimate progress towards the release of the game, and in the community's eyes, you know?
Yeah.
Outside of these like Mega Bloks toy leaks, which have just been ridiculous, in that we've known it was going to be the Banished for months now because Mega
Yeah.
Bloks is just a sloppy bitch.
A thing I'm most excited about this announcement of it being Brute and the Banished, which I like kind of looked into more. I'm an avid Halo fan. I play all the games and I love them. They're great. And this one I'm excited for, but this teaser is awesome to me because I love brutes. I think brutes are my favorite enemy type in Halo. And this just elevates them to a different manner of what they are, which is the Banished, which are just like the brutal brutes, pretty much, I'd like to say. So like
think of it as an entire faction of X-Covenant led by a brute chieftain.
yeah, exactly.
Like
they have
that
all
will be
this,
their mentality.
and they have all this like technology, which I think will appear in Infinite, which will be sweet. So I think it's going to be a cool enemy type to fight against, I think.
Also, their design aesthetic as a faction is great. I love it.
It's so nice.
It's like take a Covenant vehicle, cover it in armor, and paint it red.
So here you go. You guys won't be able to see it, but I'm showing on the screen. This is what they look like.
Where?
Here you go.
Here's
I'm showing it on.
It'll
the
pop
stream.
up.
Oh, on the stream. Okay.
Basically, yeah. That, which is cool. I like that it's gonna be something different that isn't the Forerunner bullshit because I did not enjoy.
Yeah, the
that.
Forerunner. I did not.
Like
enjoy
look at
fighting
the
those at all
scarab.
either.
Look at the scarab.
Oh yeah, no, I see it. That's a Lego one, but there you go.
Look at that thing. That is beautiful.
It is. No, I'm excited. Where did he go?
I think Brett just exited it.
There he is. He was too excited.
A bunch of people joined and left the Discord, but just went on there.
Oh. And then like
Whatever. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess we have our enemy, but my question is, well, are the Covenants still around? I haven't played Halo.
No. The Covenant ended in Halo 2, technically. 3 they were finished off, but I would say they died in Halo 2 once the
but they're still
at least
around.
that's my personal opinion. They died in Halo 2 once the Great Schism started. They were finished off when the Arbiter put his sword through truth.
There's still elites there's still elites as enemy factions.
Yeah, no, Halo 3, the Covenant is still around. They're still
Halo 5. There's still elites that you fight.
Halo. Okay, the factions you fight in post Halo 3 are, they are the equivalent of religious zealots that are just the equivalent of dumb motherfuckers that
still there.
Learn. They're still there. Religious zealots will always exist.
I still hope there's some Covenant in Halo Infinite, like a little bit. I hope it's not just Spanish.
The Covenant is gone.
Well, you know what I mean. Not fucking as a whole, but like you
mean a mixed amalgamation of races.
Yeah, no,
like being attacked by a squad of grunts led by an elite and a couple jackals.
Yeah, like just some scragglers, some fucking they're fighting just because
that dynamic will more than likely still exist. That's the bread and butter of Halo's combat cycle.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like
they'll be wearing a different color.
Okay. Yeah.
It will still be the same dynamic. There's no.
Yeah. You might just see more brutes, obviously.
No, obviously, I'm fine with that. I just want some sprinkled fucking elites and grunts I can shoot.
No, the Banished are.
That's all I want.
The Banished, with the exclusion of humans, are a multicultural faction.
Okay.
All right.
There's also potentially the appearance of a super badass faction of elites, which were made to hunt Spartans. So that would be very cool to see them appear.
I mean, I guess we'll. Oh, is that it? Is it the Silent Shadow?
Yes. Where'd you just see that?
It was one of the first things to pop up as like a tag.
Yeah, yeah. They've partnered through various means with the Silent Shadow. They're essentially Covenant assassins that worked for the higher ups. I don't want to. I could turn the whole fucking podcast into that. So just shut me up when you need to move on.
I am shutting you up now. So Halo Infinite, we got news and we're good. Okay, everyone happy?
Yes.
Everyone know the villains.
It has begun.
Yes.
Something different in Halo that isn't whatever Halo 4 and 5 is always good by me. Okay, so something slightly different that nothing to do, like more about superheroes and stuff. Apparently,
yeah, I don't know about this one.
So
what's going on?
We were originally going to be getting a Superman game. It was in development. There was like rumors and like some things that Rocksteady was working on the Superman game. So apparently that isn't true, and they're actually working on a Suicide Squad game. Let's all take this with a grain of salt because we don't know if this is actually real at this point. Because they could be just taking the licenses.
Which company?
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady. Okay.
They got a domain that says Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. It's gonna obviously be something about that. The Suicide Squad game is another domain that they got. So obviously we're gonna be hearing something eventually about it. But what do you guys think?
I mean,
I'm honestly not that familiar with Rocksteady game.
Have you never played any of the Batman? The Arkham.
They made the Arkham.
Those are their main games.
Series of games. I have not played that yet. So yeah,
that's why
I need to. I know I need to.
Yeah, they're great. That's why so many people were excited for a Superman game because the Batman games are so good.
A Superman game built in that aesthetic would be amazing.
That's why people were so excited. I don't know why there would be that could really mean so many things. I feel like I don't know if they're gonna do a Marvel Avengers kind of game with that coming out soon. Like I don't know what their real plan is.
That Avengers game is coming out.
So I don't know what their plan is.
I mean,
really don't.
I guess. Listen. If that's where they're gonna go, fine. I trust them because I know like a lot of people like are mixed about Arkham Knight, but I personally enjoyed the hell out of that.
That's the only one I didn't finish yet.
Arkham Knight was the third one, right?
The car.
Yes.
Yeah, with the car.
There is a spin-off that wasn't made by Rocksteady, but we don't talk about it because it isn't that good.
Yeah, no.
Well,
it was young Batman.
I feel afraid to ask, but
it's like it has decent ideas. Like if you're a Batman fan, you'll still enjoy it, but like it's basically Batman on like one of his first nights as Batman. Like, well, not his first night. It's like his first year.
It's early Batman.
Early Batman, yes. And what's his name? Who's the mask dude? I forgot his name.
Which mask dude?
Yeah, what mask dude?
You have to be more specific.
Skull dude.
Taskmaster?
Black Skull? That's Marvel.
I didn't say Black Skull.
No, Taskmaster.
Taskmaster is Marvel.
Wore a skull. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Okay, it's Black Mask.
Widow movie.
So he's
Black Mask.
He's a mobster who was basically like one of the richest dudes in Batman. He's like, all right, I will pay $1 million to the first person who kills Batman, and that's what the game is all about. That's a Batman Arkham. Origins. It's a decent game. It's not as good as the other ones though. Arkham City being the best and Arkham Knight being the second best. I mean, Arkham Asylum is incredible.
What is happening to this guy right now in this trailer you're making us watch?
I mean, Batman.
Like, I realize this is Batman, but what the hell did he just get injected with?
Villains doing villain stuff.
Like Bane goo?
It looked like it, yeah.
Joker goo?
You got
There's lots of goos in this game, in this series.
these games, Brett. They're really fun.
Well,
Oh, he's getting injected with goo right there.
yeah, I
No,
mean,
it's freaking what's his
it's
name,
Batman.
Doctor.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Dr.
Hugo
Kine
Strange.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Hugo
No,
Strange.
sorry, Dr. Kine is from
No.
Dead Space.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
No,
This
Hugo
Doctor
Strange.
whatever. Yeah.
Hugo Strange.
The face
this is
guy.
Arkham City. That's what this
Yeah.
is. Hugo Strange is an asshole. He does stuff like this. Regardless, I think a Suicide Squad game could be good, but I really want a Superman game. And
Yeah, Superman
reason-
game would have been awesome.
Superman hasn't had a really good game
God,
ever.
he kicked that guy right
Ever.
in the dick.
Ever. Like it really hasn't.
Like
It's never had one.
the only game that was okay was the Superman Returns game, but it's like it still wasn't good. It was as
Yeah,
good
it
as you
wasn't.
could get,
Yeah.
and that's not good enough.
Wait a second. So you're telling me that Superman 64 wasn't the greatest Superman game of all
Stop
time?
that right
Are
now.
you telling me that tornado boss fight
You
did not
don't-
satisfy
we don't-
you?
We
Are
don't.
you kidding me, Max? Is that what you're telling me right
We
now?
don't bring that. Don't bring that up. You dare to bring that up? How
I'm sorry,
dare
it's like
you?
Voldemort.
It is. You like flying through rings? I had that game as a kid. I had to fly through those rings, and I gave up on it, and I sold it at GameStop. That's how bad
Then
it was.
you are weak.
Weak. Shame.
Do you want to play it?
Yeah, I'll play it right now.
All right.
Yeah, come on. Set up what's
1v1.
set up the Parsec server. Come on.
All right. Regardless, so we're gonna move on to now. We're gonna start getting to those heavy topics.
Oh right, we're getting into the dirty stuff now.
Wash your hands because it's gonna get a little. If you know what I mean.
Yes, exactly that.
Let's fine. Let's
Yeah,
an
get your
image.
hand sanitizer ready, everyone.
Yeah, you need it for stuff like this. Hold
I'll
on.
let you.
No.
No, I want to lead this in. I'll lead this.
You lead it. I've been leading
I'll
a
lead
lot
this
of
Apple one in. Okay.
Here's an image
So-
of the loot box.
As yes, as Max just referenced, as many of you are probably familiar, loot boxes are a common thing. They're somewhat of a hot topic in recent months. And Apple, as one of the first companies, has been hit with a suit regarding loot boxes and EA FIFA Soccer.
I mean, it's not just FIFA; it's everything.
It's loot boxes in general?
It's loot boxes in general.
Okay, I misread that from this article then. So loot boxes in general are being attacked on the Apple marketplace.
So,
How do we feel? What do we think?
well, I mean, it's more than that. It's the reason why a lawsuit is getting hit by. They're getting hit by a lawsuit is because they are taking money, like a percentage, out of each time someone does a microtransaction in any game. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
what
Apple.
Game.
Well, yeah, that's just a part of Apple's policy with any
But-
transaction on their platform is they get a cut,
But
which is one of the reasons it took platforms like Twitch to take so long to implement a sub feature on that because they didn't want to give Apple a cut.
well,
Yes.
the thing is, Apple said that they weren't gonna do that, and they don't do that, but they lied. That's the thing. That's what this lawsuit's
Oh.
about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that they're innocent in this because they can't be liable for loot boxes because they don't get anything out of it, which is a lie. It's a blatant lie.
Yeah, they absolutely take a cut of the transactions.
So
they're
that's
they're
what it is.
facilitating the transaction. If they're not taking a cut, where are they making their money? Like,
Yeah, that's just how it works.
Well,
it's
they're getting money from each time like someone buys a game.
exactly.
But
That's what I
not-
mean.
But
Like,
they never said with microtransactions and loot boxes and gambling, which that's what.
oh, that they're
profiting off
scraping
of
a
the
little
friendship.
off the top.
Yep.
yeah.
Because
okay.
a bill in 2019 was a little bill called Protecting Children from Abusive Games Act, which is it's basically it's trying to get loot boxes.
It makes companies have to clearly disclose information regarding loot boxes.
Yeah. So the argument, I guess, is with some people is like, well, parents should not let their kids have access. And in the end,
Yes.
I agree with that because in the end, if you're gonna give your kid a phone, don't leave a way for them to spend money on it or make it so they can't spend money.
100%.
There's ways
100%.
to stop this, and
They have to be more responsible. I'm not saying
Yeah,
it's like
absolutely.
kids will be kids and they don't know and it'll get through obviously, but you got to be responsible and I mean, we're part of that generation.
You need to be aware of this.
We're part of that generation.
Think about how many parents are being parents now that are our age. You know,
No, of course.
like in our generation, our age group.
yeah.
No, even when I was a kid and we got our fucking flip phones back in the day when it was just like booming and stuff, and I was like,
oh yeah,
I don't know how long it was. But I charged
down.
I charged like $60 in ringtones by accident as a kid, just because I didn't put my credit card into my phone, but it was just billed to my billing service.
A cell phone bill. Yeah,
exactly. So as a kid, it's like I don't know that, but like, yeah, that's how it gets through in ways.
Yeah, there's a level of obviously that like young children don't understand, but
yeah,
it should parents need to be aware of these issues that games like this are presenting. Well, not issues. Issues is the wrong word. I don't even it's like traps. It's like they're putting traps in the game for children.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
The best way I can describe it.
No, that's exactly what it is. It's unfair for them to abuse it, but it's also just be aware.
Extremely predatory. That's what it is.
Exactly. Just be aware. You know, that's all. It's all you gotta do. I mean,
if you see your kid is sitting on the device you gave them for 8 to 6 hours a day, just tapping away at the screen, maybe take a look at what they're doing.
100%.
It's that simple.
So yeah. So then my other thing is, do you guys consider loot box gambling?
Absolutely.
Because I remember
you're paying a set amount of money for a chance at items. A chance.
So then, Mike, why are they not considering this with gambling? This should be grouped with
because
gambling.
They've been able to defeat it via wording in the court every time.
Exactly. It's all about wording because
I remember there was a time where I was saying it's gambling and everyone was disagreeing with me, saying it's not gambling.
Well,
I was right, damn it.
Listen.
Maybe you were. Well, whatever.
Listen, I think I was the one disagreeing with you at the time because yeah, I mean, I wasn't really disagreeing with you, but I was more so just looking at it how it's going to be received in that way of court, where it's like gambling is fucking you put your money down and you can win money back, but this is not winning money back. This is you're putting in your money to get to a guaranteed chance you're getting something. Like you're getting something. You're not getting it's random, but you're still getting something.
Well,
you put the money in for a chance at something. That's why
sometimes if let's say if you're far enough in a game like let's say Overwatch, you're not always guaranteed sometimes. Sure, you're guaranteed a coin or two, but that doesn't really work towards anything.
You mean you're guaranteed blue and white items when you open a loot box?
Yeah, that's chance. That's you're paying for the chance.
But it's still gambling in the end.
I mean, in my opinion, yes, it is still gambling, but it's really hard to fight something when you're the consumer and you buy something, and I feel like you should. You should be more.
It's hard from our position.
You're still buying something and you're still getting something. Some people buy things when they're gambling and don't get anything. Some people gamble $100.
Yeah, that is I think one of the key things to take away is you are getting something.
yeah, like I mean, obviously with in Overwatch case, you get duplicates, which fucking suck, and that's like
Yeah.
the biggest fu to the face. But like
Yeah,
in a lot of
that's
other
true.
games, it's like you get whatever you get. And
I
yes, it
mean-
is gambling. But yes, I do think it is gambling, and it takes it grows a nature in people that would probably in the future want to gamble real money and shit.
Yeah. I just
So-
think there needs to be
It's
a law.
manipulative. Like it's
There has to be regulations and law. This is something
Yeah,
that still is untapped, and they're getting away with it. And it's just
I
not
think
right.
it should be regulated.
I think they'll have a few more years of this, of just purely like a Wild West style. If you
Yeah.
want to if you want to equate it to
I want
that,
to ask. I want to ask something. What was the last game you played that like recently, like new game that had a loot box in it? Because I'm trying to think, and I can't think.
I mean, I play a game that I sometimes spend $1 or $2 on.
That you play from 5 years ago or whatever. Is there a new game, like a recently new game you played that you can recall there being loot boxes in?
Oh, like very recently relooted.
Yeah, like a year or
relooted. Released.
Yeah, like a year or two since.
Not really.
No, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, like I didn't
And
think
if
about that.
they're in
either.
the game, but if they're in the game, usually they're just like through the game and they're not purchasable, which is
Exactly. So I think they're learning, like companies are learning, and they're taking precautions now because this became such a big deal.
yeah.
Well, we're seeing also so many more companies adopt the battle pass method.
Exactly, and that's not it. I hate that sometimes too. But
It's better.
besides
Yeah,
that,
if the
better.
company doesn't have enough content for their battle pass, it turns into
me.
yeah. Look at season 1 of Apex. That thing was
Yeah,
awful.
It's garbage, and that's what I was gonna say too when I mentioned to you. I was playing it the other day. Is that the battle pass is just packed with like actual shit now. I didn't
Is
buy
it?
it because I don't like play the game that much, but like it's actually it's funny that you brought that up because like yeah, it was so empty in season 1, and now it's like
No,
packed.
that's like
a
a
good decision.
distinct memory I have of like a
Yeah.
smart battle pass. It had like
Nothing.
what 30 levels in it, like not even 100 levels.
It had like 60, and it was filled with terrible items.
Like it was like emblems,
yeah, it was just ugly shit.
background things for your character, and a few skins spattered
It's
throughout.
terrible.
I think.
We got a little off topic, but yeah, it's
We meandered a bit.
It's the same Apple's doing that, and I hope they will fix it because it's a little scummy of them for sure.
Definitely.
All right. Yeah, I agree. So, I guess we'll talk about the next big topic.
This is a big
Oh, put on some funeral music for this one. What did you just put on the what?
introducing Mix.
Oh, that's rude.
That's not rude. It's not rude. Let's get. We got to get a little serious, a little bit. In retrospect of Mixer.
So
Mixer is going away and being replaced by
it's
Facebook.
going. It's gone.
It's leaving in a month. Actually, it's being completely shut
Everyone
off.
is going to be
Oh,
moving
it's
over.
actually still active.
It's
right
still
now?
active. Yes, they planned
Oh,
a
I thought
date.
They just
They didn't. Big thing though that a lot of people were kind of pissed about. A lot of the streamers, were pissed about is that they gave no warning going forward with it. Besides the warning that they got that it's closing down at a certain time. So,
which
lot of
was
people-
this week.
yes.
Or yeah, it was
So-
earlier this week.
It's a little messed up on their part because of all the actual little streamers besides the Mixer. I mean, the ninjas and the shrouds
Twitch
and the,
people they pulled over.
exactly. So it is. I do want to say that I feel for these people that were building a fan base on Mixer and actually trying to be a streamer, and like they had these fan bases, and now they have to switch over to Twitch. So I just want to wish them the best of luck because transitioning with not that big of a viewer base is really hard for people. So,
Oh, yeah.
so
Did-
let's say that.
Did Mixer actually have that 4-person stream menu that you
Yes.
just showed?
Yes.
That
Mhm.
is so cool. I never
Yeah.
saw that before.
It's like squad streaming. It's like a multi-streaming in.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a
squad streaming. No, that is what it is, but it's done
squad
better.
streaming, but it's all four things in one window.
Yeah, but it's
like,
not squad streaming. It's you could put whatever
you're all
stream you
streaming
want.
to one person.
No, like it's like if you want to watch 4 different streams.
Oh,
That's what that
that's
is.
what it was. Like you could just
Pretty sure.
multi-load streams.
And it will
Yeah.
sync.
Yeah.
Regardless,
I don't know if
very
that was
cool.
Mixer isn't like yes, Mixer's going,
Or
but
was very cool.
it's going to Facebook gaming though. So
Yeah.
all those people are promised the spot and promised to like get spotlight
Yeah.
over
They
there.
do have to sign an NDA before they join up, though.
Yes, but
That
that's
should be
always gonna
clarified.
part of it.
Twitch does the same thing when you become a partner. So
Yeah,
you have to
So,
sign. You have to sign your thing.
You have to sign exclusivity, not an NDA.
Oh, they sign an NDA when they go to Facebook?
Yes, an NDA. Like
Yeah.
Facebook is requiring all of the transferring partners to sign an NDA when they or if they accept the transfer partnership,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which in theory could mean if some bad shit does go down, they could say nothing and they would be required to by their signed contract.
Yep. It's a little sketchy. I mean, the big thing of this, which everyone's talking about, is that Ninja and Shroud are free.
They made what,
Like the-
$30 million a piece?
They pulled off the biggest heist of our time. Legally,
Seriously.
hands clean. They made off. It is sad that the decision didn't work out, but they were contracted to go this platform.
Mhm.
The platform didn't end up working out. They're 2 prominent streamers and social media people and gamers, and they'll be fine no matter what. But yeah, that's the big thing, is that no one knows if they're going to go back. They're going to, first of all, they're definitely not going with Facebook. That's for sure.
They'll probably go back to Twitch. I mean,
And yeah, everyone's.
do you think they're
expecting
going to
them
be
go to Twitch.
YouTube streaming?
I don't think Shroud
Like
would
us?
YouTube. I don't think YouTube streaming. I don't think Shroud would YouTube stream. I think Ninja would. That's what I think. But I
Yeah.
do
You think
they-
Ninja would stream on YouTube over?
Yeah. Courage JD is still making big numbers on YouTube right now on streaming. So
I
think
guess
YouTube's fine.
I feel like Ninja could pull an audience like anywhere
Yeah.
he shows up. But
I think they both should go to Twitch, but I think it's more.
I mean-
I could see Ninja going to YouTube.
How
If
I
YouTube
see
paid
it, no matter what platform they go to, they will have their following because
100%.
Facebook is right now huge, just like Twitch and YouTube. Not as huge as both of them,
I don't think they're
but-
going to go to Facebook.
Yeah,
but
well, they're
I mean,
definitely not.
we don't know that because there could be deals behind. We won't know until they.
No,
actually
they-
say
they-
No, they've gone free agent. They forced Facebook to buy out their contracts. Both of
No,
them.
they offered them
Okay.
double and shit. They offered them a lot of money too, and they offered
Oh, I
them
didn't know
and they made them buy them out.
That's how they made the fat bag on this. Like,
Yeah, they bought them out and they made away with their money, and yeah, they're free to do whatever the fuck they want.
Nice. Okay, I didn't.
they
know,
are
I didn't know
literally
that.
free agents right now. They can go to
Yeah.
any platform they desire.
I would just take the money and chill on Twitch.
Yeah.
Just chill.
For real, like not even partner, just start
Yeah.
streaming again.
Just chill, bro. Just be chilling.
Like not have to deal with that partner sweat. Just like you got $30 million. What more do you need as a Twitch streamer? Like
You don't. He really
You
doesn't have to
don't.
do anything else for the rest of his
Oh.
life.
More.
yeah, it's greedy at that point.
Yeah, it's whatever.
They really
I
don't.
love Shroud, Ninjas, whatever. They could do whatever they want. People will follow them.
Yeah.
Mixer, see ya.
Max, you want to lead us into our final topic on the docket?
I forgot what that topic was. Oh, Stadia! My favorite thing! Let me find a good Stadia video.
Is there any?
Put up the one of Destiny 2 running at 5 frames per second.
I actually tried Destiny 2 on it.
Did you?
You have it
How bad
Stadia?
was it?
I had access. I still have access for like a couple more days. Then they're never doing free trials for anyone ever again. Apparently, according to this article, at least that's what it seems like. They'll have like a 1 month trial. I had a 3 month thing. Okay. Hold on though. Let me.
Yeah. How was Destiny 2 on Stadia?
It was other
Like,
than
how was
like
the
the
input delay?
there was no input delay. It was more like just the pixels.
Really? Okay.
So they fixed something. I think the problem is with Stadia is like they
It's not
don't.
there yet.
They're not. No, there are companies that are there, and they are not. Though that's the problem. Google doesn't know what they're doing with gaming. They don't get that. They don't.
What company is there, Max?
I would say Nvidia.
Oh, with their
Yeah, they're the
but
they're the Netflix of gaming to me. They're way closer.
that's a different level though.
How so?
You're streaming it off of your local PC
No.
still.
You can do
You're
it. On,
not?
You can do it on anything now.
Well, I'm saying you need to own the game on.
Nope. Not
No,
anymore.
you don't.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Not how it works anymore. They are completely like how Stadia works. It's the same thing now.
So you could like buy a game on their platform now.
You could, yeah. But if you're subscribed to them, then you just have access to a bunch of games.
Right. I'm sure
Um,
they'd offer a subscription service. Wow, this person is awful at playing Doom.
I know, right? It's really annoying me. The thing is, so what Stadia is doing here is basically they're going to be, instead of their like $130 for their premium edition, I think it's going to like $100, and you get the Chromecast Ultra for free. You get a Stadia controller, then you get like, I don't know how long for
A few months.
something like that.
An amount of time.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I think the idea makes sense, but the problem is that it's not there yet. It hasn't been there. There's so many problems. I did try other games on Stadia, like Serious Sam, and it ran way better than Destiny did, but that's because it's a lower... There, it's actually showed right there. It's a smaller game, you know. It doesn't need as much.
It's there to an extent.
Yeah.
It's not there to the fullest extent.
Well,
What you have to
it's
think
not
about
a high
this
system
too
requirement.
is how many people don't have high-speed internet like we do right now. Like we don't
A lot.
we don't even have gigabit speed internet.
I mean, I could get it, but I'm not paying for that shit. The problem is,
Yeah,
most of
that's
the
another.
country-
Like, it's mostly too expensive to get high enough speed internet to properly play these things.
Well, yeah, it's just not affordable. It's just not. It's
It's
not.
not.
there yet,
Yeah,
overall.
exactly. It's.
I mean, you don't need
it's-
that
it's
much
still
to run it.
little,
the problem is that most people
a little
can't.
too early still, in my opinion.
Most
Yeah.
people in the world can't. The middle of America does not have internet like we do.
No, that's what I mean. Like the majority of people just wouldn't be able to utilize this service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or if they try, it will be so low quality that it's just
Well,
not worth it.
It's not that they would. It's that they can. It's that they wouldn't be able to use it at an effective level.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Stadia is stupid. I don't think it's worth the time. I don't think buying games exclusive to Stadia's platform is smart. When if you own the game on Steam on Nvidia, you get the game in there. Or you could buy the game through Nvidia and have access to other like Nvidia makes way more sense than Stadia. One is like, you know, it just. I don't think Google knows what they're doing. I think they're like getting like Doom and Destiny 2. Like,
Yeah.
look, we have some cool games, but they have no plans. No,
Yeah, I think they saw their cloud computing power and thought they could easily apply that to handling game data. You know,
and it can't.
like think about how extensive Google's cloud environment is.
Yeah, we're just watching some guy's video. That's not good.
Yeah, what are we? What you put on? What is this?
It was the first Stadia video. It wasn't even Stadia.
Never click on the first one.
Whatever.
Like, come on, don't you
Whatever,
YouTube?
dude. We're giving you props.
Yeah, enjoy.
Yeah, that's true. He played Stadia. He deserves a medal.
Yeah, he does. The thing is, Nvidia, I think, has Nvidia GeForce Now is just a better service. It works better, and I think Xbox will also be a better service whenever that comes out because Microsoft actually knows about this stuff.
Wait, so Nvidia, what does Nvidia have? It's like the tablet can do that stuff now.
You can use your Android tablet. I think it's on. Let me see. Let me double check. I know it's on Android tablets. That's for sure. Nvidia GeForce Now.
Really, I have an Android. I have like a new Android tablet,
Yeah.
so I could.
But you know, it's still like a Netflix subscription.
Oh, okay.
Someone put on another
It's a
video.
separate service. Okay. I thought this was just something they offered.
Yeah. So let's see. You can play it on any desktop, Mac, any like Android tablet. It's not an iPhone yet, but I can't see that not being too far off. You know.
Wait, so like any Android tablet? What about the Nvidia tablets?
You can use it on the Nvidia tablet, but it doesn't matter what tablet, as long as it's Android, it will work.
It just
Really?
streams
Yeah.
the Nvidia games.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because it's just streaming, and it's not like pushing it to the limit. It's like you're streaming Netflix.
It's dependent on your internet connection.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Which again, it goes back to the
That's what
same
I was
problem.
saying before. Yeah, about just general accessibility for the majority of people right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I think our area only got fiber internet a few years ago, like
Yeah.
1 or
Yeah.
2 years ago.
That's just how it is.
Yeah. I don't know. It's whatever.
We'll see what it's at in 5 years. I
Exactly.
think it'll be a much better place.
Yeah, I think by then,
Maybe
there's
not
the
the
potential
Stadia,
that
but,
I was going to
Yeah.
say that most games could end up be streamed.
exactly.
Yeah.
No
I'd
more
rather have
like
the hardware.
watching your game download the night of, you know.
But I'd
Mhm.
rather have the hardware over that any day.
You mean like a physical disc?
Yep.
I think
Or
that's
digital.
I think that's an equal amount of time left for
Finish
each
it.
one. Like 5 years, I think.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because just think about the reselling environment is changing. Like GameStop won't be carrying the disc versions of consoles. They'll only be carrying the physical versions.
Wait, what'd you say? They're gonna what?
GameStop won't even be carrying the disc versions of consoles.
Why not?
I mean, I don't think that will. Not yet. We're not there yet where it's going to be only digital because, you know, there will always be people like me, for example, who would much rather have.
Wait, that's happening, you're saying? Or that's
saying
gonna happen?
That's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I think the thing is, though, regardless of all this, I just don't think these things are viable right now for most people, and that's the thing.
Yeah. That's really what it comes down to, for sure.
But if I had a choice, if I had to use one of these, it's going to be NVIDIA, because I was in the beta of that thing, and it ran well most of the time, and I had only, like, good experiences with it. Stadia, not so much.
I remember you've been talking about the NVIDIA thing for years. I mean, you used to
Yeah.
have a shield.
I still
Shield.
do. I still do.
You still do have a shield. Like you've been an early adopter of that platform.
Yeah.
So
Well, because I think Nvidia gets it. They make good hardware. They make good software. They know what they're doing.
they're a graphics card company. I mean, they should know gaming. You know.
Yeah, but more than AMD, they know better. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
Well, does AMD offer a streaming service like that?
I don't think so. No.
Well, yeah.
But AMD probably has no reason to, because they make everything else also.
Yeah, that's true. They also make CPUs
Yeah, which is a huge
and
market.
motherboards and yeah,
All right.
full motherboard sockets.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Hold on one second. Talk amongst yourselves. Do a topic. I don't know.
I refuse. I will sit here in silence.
I was gonna moment of silence for Mixer.
Yeah, let's have a moment of silence for Mixer, please. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you, everyone.
I guess we're not going to be getting our Animal Crossing update. I try. Oh wait, are we?
Oh, is the news update coming in hot?
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Because I saw there was actual news for Animal Crossing this week.
There was, and I'm wondering if he's gonna get on.
There was, and our news correspondent could come in hot with some news.
Hot.
Coming in hot. Well, it's a few days old, but he'll be coming in hot.
I'm trying.
Crossing.
Are we gonna have to do for him?
I don't want to say it and then have him show up like 30 seconds later.
Then I guess we're not doing it.
No, I think that would be rude to
no.
use the animal segment without him.
I guess we're gonna hold off on our Animal Crossing segment because he's at another house right now. He's at he's not home.
He's in another Animal Crossing house.
He's visiting an island.
Yes, exactly. He's visiting another
He's
island.
visiting an island right now.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh well. All right, I guess we'll move on to. I keep on seeing him type it, then not type it, and I'm like, what's going on?
Make
up your mind.
What else do we have?
Well, so we have a new thing we're gonna do every week.
Oh God.
Or every bi-weekly, maybe.
Bi-weekly, maybe like it could be a month. Oh my God.
We got a text update.
And a text update because I guess conditions out there are a little rough. Apparently, there are no new whale sharks for the basement. Unfortunately, turnip prices today are at an all-time high of 52.
No, they were higher last time. They were at like 100.
Oh, they were higher after it's plummeting. It's plummeting down.
Oh,
52.
no, tell those songs.
Which means that I'm out at a shitload of money this week. That's not good, Justin. That's not good. He's made it.
Justin is currently working out his 2.5 million Bell debt to Tom.
Oh God!
Who knows what
That's
the market will do next?
Why are we in debt,
15
Dave?
fireflies. 15 fireflies. Do you hear that? 15 fireflies.
I think we're in debt over here. We have a house and he's spending it all on Tom Nook's.
Also, in terms of actual news for Animal Crossing, they're getting a new villager and you can swim.
There's a summer update. Woo! All right.
Yeah.
And I guess we did the Animal Crossing update, but next time Justin will be.
There we go. We've received a from the field update from our Animal Crossing.
Apparently, there's like a hurricane. There's a hurricane on that island, so he can't. He just doesn't have the time.
Exactly. Weather conditions.
The travel agency is closed.
Okay. New topic thing that we're gonna do each week. We're going to go in between two different types of topics. We're going to talk about the games we neglected. So, I guess we could talk about that.
That's a long list.
Well, no, there's one game that we played recently, which was like, it was.
Which one?
It was fun. We were like, oh, we're only gonna play for a minute, and we actually want to play more. Rocket League.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll actually stream it and watch us play or something. Basically.
Please don't.
Basically, we played Rocket League last week after just not knowing what to play, and we had a really fun time. And we're not going to neglect it anymore. I can't fucking see it.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
We probably will, but
We will endeavor not to. It was fun. It was a lot of fun to have not played it in 2 years, I think.
I guess going back to games after all that time, it's just whoa, this is worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to jump back into a game like that after not playing it for such a long time.
Yeah.
Everything is good in moderation.
Exactly.
All right. But I think the main topic is, what this topic is, it's called Let's Review a Game. Basically, we're gonna all talk about 3 different games and try to convince each other which game we should play out of those 3 games. So everyone here has one game that they're gonna suggest, and we're all gonna basically pick which one we should play. So,
I did not pick my game.
We don't have a game this week.
You don't? Because I have a game.
Well, I just picked a game now.
I
Literally 15 seconds ago.
I told you guys about it.
Yes, you did, didn't you?
All right. Well,
this is your 2 games, so we'll pick between the 2.
Okay. Well, my game is, I changed it, and I wanted to surprise you guys. I think everyone here should play Resident Evil 2, the remake, because it is just a really fun game. I don't think either of you have actually really played it. And it's just such a it's so much better than the original Resident Evil 2. I really don't like saying that a remake is better, but it is so good. I'm enjoying it so much, and I'm not done with it yet, so I can, finish it here. And I don't think it's a long game for any of us to finish, so, that's the game I'm suggesting.
Okay. My suggestion is Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. The Dark Souls-like game. I at least, in my opinion, think it's a good introduction to that style of game, in that it restricts you to a single weapon type, so it forces you to learn how your animations behave, how to time properly, how to run through sections like a coward.
All right.
I think it's just a nice introduction into a Souls-like game series if you haven't played one before.
All right. And you got nothing for us, Teddy? Nothing that you can just come up with?
No.
Did you not finish your homework?
No.
This was homework, and you didn't finish it.
I never did.
I was going to suggest Elite Dangerous, but Max has already played that.
I really didn't play it fully.
That's true.
It's a game we can finish, though, right? Aren't we supposed to
I have one more game that I'll suggest. Then I'll take over Chetty's suggestion.
Okay.
Because we talked about it in the show, and I'm kind of actually it's because we talked about it in the show, and no one here has finished it or played it long enough, but I have finished it a couple times, and I'm about to finish another one. I think you guys should play Rogue Legacy, because it's just an incredible.
Well, I never have, so I.
Yeah, and Teddy's only played it a little, so Rogue Legacy, is just the game style of just. You die, you have to pick a new character with different abilities, do a whole castle all over, get as much coins as you can, and then either try to take down a boss or die again to go spend those coins. It's just so interesting. Yeah, that's it. I'll throw that game in the pot as well. So let's do a vote.
Dude, what's the rules of this game though? Do we have to finish it?
We don't have to
No,
finish
just
it.
play it until you're
You know the game.
satisfied or fed up. Like, I think that's a solid rule.
Yeah.
Okay, it's solid.
Like,
Alright.
If we agree on Sekiro, Teddy, if you can beat the Spearman,
I'm not. My vote's not going to Sekiro. I'll tell you that. I like the game a lot, but I'm stuck on a part that it infuriates me.
I get that.
you're stuck on the hill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys vote then.
Well, you have to vote.
I would like to play Rogue Legacy. I mean, we can't vote for our own game. That's just.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
I agree.
I mean,
My
Legacy's a
vote
good
for
one.
Rogue Legacy.
I can't vote then, so you guys.
So,
gotta
well,
choose it.
what's your vote for then?
And
Have a vote.
If Teddy chooses Resident Evil 2, then we'll do like a rock paper scissors.
Then choose. So we can decide.
No, Teddy.
I'm between Resident Evil 2 or Rogue Legacy, for sure.
I mean,
Because Resident Evil 2, the remake, I played the demo of, and I really enjoyed it. Different
I
than the
played
original.
the first like hour and a half of Resident Evil 2, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
So I would definitely jump back into that. I would also like to jump into Rogue Legacy, but
yeah, Rogue Legacy is great too.
either or I can play. I'm not choosing.
they're
You guys
super, like-
got to choose it since I chose 2 games. Because Teddy didn't.
Because
have
Rogue
one.
Legacy is super like lighthearted in a way, and Resident Evil 2 is a little slower. So it's like
methodical.
yeah.
This is true. Do you want to do rock paper scissors for it?
How do we do that over the internet?
Just trust. Trust.
No.
Load up Hand Simulator.
Oh god.
I don't know. My vote's for Rogue Legacy.
All right, Teddy.
I think Rogue Legacy is a good starting one, to be honest.
All right, then
Yeah.
it is settled. We will be playing. We'll we'll maybe talk about where we are in Rogue Legacy, but
Is there a beating it? Like,
yeah, there's an end. It's just
oh, there's like an end to it.
there is
Okay.
an end. Then you have to I'm gonna bring it up on the screen.
I mean, I understand the concept of it. You're dying your way through a story.
Yes.
Like,
The thing is, like, there's 4 different bosses in 4 different parts of the castle. You need to take them all out, and then you converse the final boss. And each boss is way harder than the next. So, like, I'm not gonna spoil it, especially for you, Brett, but you'll have to really think stuff through. Especially with the character.
they're Mega Man bosses. Like,
I got a
believe-
game now, but I was
believe
saving
it.
it for next time because
I mean, just
no,
say
I
it.
want to save it for next time
Alright.
for sure.
Okay. All right.
so I particularly like this one because I'll be going into this cold. Teddy has some experience, and you have a lot of experience.
Yep,
I think
I
this
do.
will
Yeah, it'll work out pretty
this
nice.
will create a lot of
Playing it-
reactions.
I'm playing it on my Switch right now. And guys, if you want to get it, if you want to play with us, and then let us know how you did.
Yeah,
It's on
I'll
sale
find it.
for $4 right now. So
Yeah,
go support them because it's an incredible game.
100%. I've only played
Definitely
like
go
maybe an hour in
support
total,
indie developers.
and it's a great indie game for sure. Top quality indie.
Yeah. So, all right. On that note, I think we're done.
Yeah, that was a good. Hope everybody enjoyed.
Yeah.
Please drop a follow or subscribe to Max's channel. Like the videos.
Hit us with
Hit
that,
that
fat
bell.
membership.
We want
Hit
that
that
Hit
bell.
us with a YouTube membership.
I don't even want the bell. Just come next to the next video. Show you a real one.
Yeah, like, just come back. Please come back. Please.
The bell means you're fake and you need a reminder. You expect
like,
it
come on.
every Friday.
Like the real ones know.
Yeah, the real ones know. And it will show.
We'll either be back next week or the following week because it depends on how the news goes for gaming because it's so up and down. If anything, we'll just stream us playing some stupid ass game like we usually do. Because we do that without streaming. All right, y'all. Peace out.
Goodbye, everyone.
Later.